See, I feel that anything, like Satish ji was saying, anything said in an entertaining, light way leaves a stronger impact on the mind of the audiences. Other than being preachy. I mean, if you're trying to lecture somebody, people are like, keep it with yourself, you don't really need it. But here, especially with this film, reiterating that our main agenda is to entertain. And this is a story of Sania's character that through her journey, even she finds out, due to a circumstance, that she needs to speak about this, right? So I feel a lot of the women, a lot of the men would connect with that, with some of the characters of the film, definitely one of the characters of the film. Women will connect with Sania's character. And then when it's a relatable story, I think the impact just happens. It's a byproduct of the film. And for us, I think for me specifically, even if 10 people, 100 people change the way they think and stop thinking of it as a taboo. I think the strongest message that the film gives is about empowering women, about the choice to be able to say no. About the choice to decide what's right for them and for their bodies. Like if you see that dialogue in the film which says, "Pyase ko kuएं के पास आने दो, but कुएं की शर्तों पर." So I think a lot of women are not even aware that they have that choice. So through a film like this, in a light-hearted way, watching with your family, you're obviously educating the women, but also the family largely on the whole. And I think every man who really cares for his partner and is a man in true sense would, sort of absolutely bring in that change in the families. So we really hope it does.
हाँ, हमारे माँ बाप तो बोलते थे भगवान ने भेजा बेटा तेरे को। बाद में पता चला भगवान कौन होता है।
Oh my God! Oh, that's hilarious.
क्या होता है?
इससे बेहतर जवाब हो तो कोई।
I was too shy to ask, so I tried to find out from either school or some other friends. I was just too shy to ask this. I was a very shy girl. So now that you ask me the question, when I go back and think, I couldn't really ask them this.
You could?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I went to my school library. Because internet इस टाइम पर था नहीं ना, हम स्कूल में थे, तो हम जाते थे S, okay, तो शायद S में होगा sex, तो वहाँ पे शायद पता चलेगा, but I didn't find answers there either. You were not inquisitive at all?
Not at all. I don't think I ever asked this question, went to the library, never made any effort.
जानना ही नहीं है।
नहीं, जब पता चलेगा चल जाएगा।
क्या बात है?
So I think I really.
Yeah, fair enough. At what age did you find out how babies were born? Like, do you remember that age?
Yeah, I remember that 9th class, the biology chapters, which spoke about, the reproductive organs, which is also mentioned.
Yes.
Here, so I think it's 9th standard.
9th standard?
Same.
Same? Sumit को mic पहुंचा देते हैं, Sumit.
I also must have found out around when I was 6-7 years old. I knew that, I came from my mother, but I didn't know my father had any role to play in that. I wasn't told anything about that. Initially it would be embarrassing. And I do remember I used to go meet one person and then I went to the medical store far away from that person's building because I didn't want that medical store fellow to know why I'm going up every weekend.
नहीं, पर ऐसा होता था कई बार ना, एक तो तकरीबन ये सब चीजें ना आपको दोस्त दिया करते थे। अगर आपकी दोस्त ने कैसे खरीदा होता था, आप जानने में इंटरेस्टेड भी नहीं होते थे। आपको लगता था आपका फ्रेंड ने आपको दे दिया, या कभी बाद में जब सीखा तो परचून की दुकान पे जाकर के उसको बोलते हो भाई साहब टॉफी और वो गुब्बारा भी दे दे। तो वो टॉफी के चॉकलेट के पैकेट के नीचे वो चुपचाप रख देता था सामने, ना वो डिस्कस करता था ना दूसरा आदमी डिस्कस करता था।
मेडिकल स्टोर वाले भी बड़े नटखट होते हैं कि आपने अगर मांग भी लिया है डिस्क्रीटली एंड ही कैन सी दैट यू आर एम्बैरेस्ड, तो हाथ पे लेके ऐसे करेंगे, ये आपका है ना, ये वाला चाहिए, ये वाला चाहिए। 4-5 लोगों के सामने 3-4 ऑप्शन भी दिखाएगा, मन ही ना करे आपको दोबारा जाने की।
हमारे टाइम में होता था, कहते कि सोने की भस्म खा लो तो ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्गर होगा। वो भस्म होती थी, पीतल या सोने की है ना, आप इसको चाट लो, शहद के साथ चाट लो, तो सेक्स विल बी मच स्ट्रॉन्गर।
Oh my God.
So, I'll tell you that there is a reason why it's a mandate in our books. And there's a reason why it's been there for years. I mean, she's had a sex ed class in her school, I have had it, and this is back in 2008. So I'm sure that there is a reason why it's a part of the curriculum, why it's in books, there's a need for it. And I think the right way is for the parents to understand the importance of having a free-flowing conversation with their kids. And which is also through the film that we say that what is the right age to start having the sex education. So if you're saying that puberty you hit at 13, 12 or 13, that means you're physically, biologically an adult, and which means that you should know about the basic human functions and about how your body really, biologically functions. So I think it will have to begin from schools and from homes. Parents inculcating a healthy environment at home to have conversations regarding, and it's as normal. The more we normalize it, the more normal it will become. The more we, as the future generation, sort of hush the topic and avoid having a conversation about it, will remain a taboo. So I think two places, school and home, because that's where the child is spending maximum time and the environment is sort of created. And I'm a very strong believer that if right information is given, it will save kids from, making wrong choices out of curiosity, out of the desire to knowing more. So I think it's very important to educate at the right age, and it will have to begin from home.
Sizes are different. Somebody was excited about going to the condom factory. There are 4 fantastic open questions here. So it's not as taboo as we think it is, because if the public and all of us sitting here in such a wide forum with media can discuss this with fun, with humor, with simplicity and with openness, anything can happen. So I think these are the steps that actually need to be taken there. I think I've not enjoyed a conference like this before, or a release like this before than anything else. I'd much rather be at a place like this than any item number or song number or any music number that we're releasing, because that's really what we communicate with each other. And thank you for the media for being so open to take a topic like this, to sit here. And I think I turned around to watch everyone's reaction when Doctor was speaking and all our experts were here, and everyone had a smile on their face. And that's what it should.
So please, can I?
Yes, when this kind of revolution happens, something wrong also happens, and that is that kids at that age, how crime happens, this is how theft happens. So something is happening. What students they were doing, maybe I don't know what is known, but if they must have done it, they should be kind of given punishment for that. Because teaching sex education and defining it at a different level is a totally different thing. You can't take condoms in the school. That is wrong. But you have to learn about condoms and learn about sex. That is another thing. So I think I don't know what happened to the children. They were punished and what their parents were told. But they should have been treated normally, to tell them not to carry. It is like mobile phone nowadays, People, students are not allowed to take mobile phones in the school. So it is the same thing. It is the need. It is the need. They have to know about it. But you can't defy certain regulations which are needed for the school. That is.
पर्सनल लेवल पे किसी को सेक्स एड दिया है मैंने कि नहीं?
नहीं,
किसी भी मामले में एजुकेट किया है?
जी।
Absolutely, I think हम लोग ये तो नेचुरल प्रोसेस है ना. अगर मुझे किसी चीज के बारे में मालूम है और कोई डिस्कशन चल रहा है तो I will tell my friends or family or my sibling that I think out of experience I think you should do this, and that's how humans are. हम लोग सोसाइटी में ऐसे ही इवॉल्व होते हैं कि जब आपके पास जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है आप शेयर करते हैं, किसी और के पास जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो शेयर करते हैं.
पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस तो हर किसी का होता है, तो यहाँ तो डिस्कस नहीं कर पाऊँगा. लेकिन फिल्म की शुरुआत तो वही हुई थी जब एक बहुत अच्छी कहानी संचित और प्रियदर्शी लेकर आए थे. हम लोगों ने डिस्कस की और मुझे लगा ये कहानी बहुत अच्छी है, सबके साथ बांटनी चाहिए. और इसमें ह्यूमर छुपा हुआ है. इनफैक्ट ह्यूमर के अंदर हम अपनी कहानी बता रहे हैं, तो मुझे लगा ये बताने की ज़रूरत भी है और बताने में मज़ा भी आएगा, लोगों को सुनने में भी मज़ा आएगा। तो यही है, फिल्म बनाने की जर्नी यहीं से शुरू हुई। और फिर जब आरएस विकी पहुंचा और जब रॉनी सर ने कहा कि लेट्स मेक दिस फिल्म, आई थिंक देन
We can promise you that there is not one dialogue, not one scene in the film which is sort of out of line, and it's a complete enjoyable film. So just the parting words, I just wanted to say that. Thank you so much.
I want to thank Tejas. He's such a brilliant director and a very calm person and very good for actors. मैं जो भी improvisation, I keep on improvising a lot. But I remember इसके अंदर एक डायलॉग बड़ा फेमस होने वाला है, मैं आपको तुम्हें लिख के दे रहा हूँ कि यंग जनरेशन की यही बात तो मुझे बहुत पसंद है, हिम्मत बहुत होती है. I keep on praising the younger generation, which I feel indebted to younger generation, and I'm still here to look at this younger generation. And he's very open director. I had a great time shooting this film and playing this character called Ratan Lamba, which was so entertaining. You will see him on the screen.
Thank you everybody.
I think आपका सवाल मैंने mostly answer कर दिया. That I always believe in sharing whatever knowledge I have, whatever to the best, and I think especially for whether it's my staff के बच्चे होते हैं जिनको हम I educate them, or if they have doubts, or even if they have questions about anything in life, if you can help someone, why not? That's humanity. अगर कोई मुझसे पूछेगा तो मैं of course खुल के बात करूँगी. See, I have to believe in the subject that I am portraying, and all of us have to believe in it. If we shy away from it, then how are we being true to our subject of sex? And that is largely because women are not even aware that they are empowered to have a right to speak. And that is what the film does. It creates awareness that it's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. We're not in hopefully not in a patriarchal society where only men command and demand and the women are supposed to listen to or follow orders. And that is what even the film says, that it's very important for both men and women to understand their needs, to be very vocal in in intimate relationship, in a personal relationship. And of course, women should have a voice and a choice of whatever they want to do. And that is largely because women are not even aware that they are empowered to have a right to speak. And that is what the film does. It creates awareness that it's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. We're not in hopefully not in a patriarchal society where only men command and demand and the women are supposed to listen to or follow orders. And that is what even the film says, that it's very important for both men and women to understand their needs, to be very vocal in in intimate relationship, in a personal relationship. And of course, women should have a voice and a choice of whatever they want to do.
एक और सवाल है आपसे. This is your 5th release in 9 months. Runway 34, Kathakali, Dr. G, Thank God, and now this. कैसे जगल कर पा रही हो?
कैसे जगल कर पा रही हैं?
Yes.
I think I'm a workaholic and I love working, and I'm just grateful कि ये सब फिल्में मुझे करने का मौका मिला, and I just hope that this continues. मैं 360 days काम कर सकती हूँ, 366 days.
Interesting question, because I think हर आदमी, हर एक्टर जो है वो ग्रो करना चाहता है, सीखना चाहता है. जैसे कि जब हम यंग होते हैं तो हम सीखते हैं अपने एक्सपीरियंस लोगों से, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि जब आप एक्सपीरियंस हो जाते हैं तो आपके लिए बहुत ज़रूरी होता है कि आप यंगर जनरेशन से कुछ सीखें, और तभी आपकी ग्रोथ का पता चलता है. आई एम इन ए मोड ऑफ लर्निंग अगेन. आई एम रेडी टू लर्न. I'm a drama student from National School of Drama Film Institute. I've done over 150 films. I've directed films. I have acted in plays. I've done television. I've done radio. I've done events. Everything I've done. I've written. I'm a writer. But till today, and now especially, I want to learn. So it is a very exciting period which is happening for me. And when I get a script like this, I get very excited, very moved, because that gives me promise.
देश के बाहर मतलब मेरा बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेक्शन हुआ नहीं है इस टॉपिक पे. भारत में ही ज़्यादा रहा है.
ठीक है, अब अपना एक्सपीरियंस.
मेरा ऐसा अनुमान है कि अपने आप थोड़ा ज़्यादा लोग शर्माते हैं इन चीज़ों से. बाहर जो है वो क्या है कि कई सारी चीज़ें जो अमूमन परिवारों में कॉमन होती हैं, जैसे हमारे मिडिल क्लास परिवारों में एक दूसरे को झपटी पाना या एक फिजिकल कांटेक्ट जो है इवन माँ बाप और बच्चों के बीच में उतना प्रेवलेंट नहीं है। जैसे मेरी माँ और मेरे पिताजी बचपन से मुझे से झपटी नहीं पा रहे, वो बाद में उन्होंने फिल्मों में और प्रीमियर पे देखा कि लोग आके पहले गले मिलते, तो आजकल मेरी माँ भी थोड़ा मुझे गले मिलती है, पर पहले भी सालों से कभी गले मिलते। तो
एक्चुअली क्या हम तो ग्रो कर रहे हैं हमारे फिल्मों के अंदर जब हीरो हीरोइन को पास आते 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 लिप्स के पास आते थे ना, तो दो फूल टकराते थे आपस में, तो दो फूल टकराने से आज अब कहां से कहां गए आप देख ही रहे हैं ना, किधर पहुंच गए हैं हम लोग और सीख गए। तो अब उसके बारे में वो सीख गए, तो ये सीखना जो कि हमारी सेहत के लिए, हमारी पॉपुलेशन के लिए बहुत जरूरी है, वो तो बहुत बहुत जरूरी था। अब फूलों की जरूरत नहीं है, अब तो फूल्स की जरूरत है।
एट द सेम टाइम आपकी एक पुरानी फिल्म की याद दिलाना चाहूंगी, तेरे संग की, जिसमें एक बहुत ब्यूटीफुल डायलॉग आपकी हीरोइन एंड में बोलती है अपने पिताजी को कि जब प्रकृति ने हमें इस लायक बना दिया कि हम नेक्स्ट जनरेशन को इस दुनिया में ला सकें, तो आप कौन होते हैं 18 साल और 21 साल ये समय निर्धारित करने वाले। आज इस पोजीशन में आके जब ऐसी फिल्में आपके सामने आती है, तब आज क्या आपकी सोच चेंज होती है और उस लड़की के डायलॉग को आपको याद आके अब क्या फील होता है?
आई थिंक वो लड़की का डायलॉग बिल्कुल सही था। बहुत आई एम वेरी थैंकफुल दैट यू नोटिस दैट एंड दैट वाज एन इम्पोर्टेंट फिल्म, जो कि गलती हुई थी उन बच्चों से, लेकिन उन्होंने अपना वर्जन दिया था, बट डेफिनेटली उनको उनकी ना समझी थी वो, और वो समझ के लिए ये पिक्चर एक्चुअली उनको समझाने के लिए कि ये बहुत जरूरी है। उस वक्त अगर वो सेफ सेक्स सोच लेती, अगर वो कंडोम की बात करती या अपना कुछ ऐसा उनको सेफ्टी मेजर होता, तो एक्चुअली वो नहीं होता, उनसे गलती हुई और उनको उसकी सजा भुगतनी पड़ी असल में। तो दैट वाज दिस थिंग, बट उनकी अपनी पर्सनल लिबर्टी थी, पर्सनल फ्रीडम था। उस लड़की का था कि 18 आप क्या कर सकते, उनको सेक्स एजुकेशन के बारे में पता था, पर वो तो ना समझी से गलती हुई थी उसका। तेरे से
जी जी, थैंक यू।